Oh, yeah. It's about that time, ladies and gentlemen. Get them in here, get them warmed up. Tell them we back, y'all. Let me get everything set up before we bite the brother on. This that class you all been waiting for, y'all. Yeah, well, have it been made so clear. Let me get that thumbnail loaded up for y'all guys, man. Hey, Robot, if you're coming into the building, we just not getting live and lit. Lifewave say give him about a couple minutes. He gonna be on with us. Let's get switched to that laptop. Oh, yeah. Hold up. Let me switch to the laptop. Hey, Robot, if you're coming into the building, we about to be lit. We getting ready for takeoff. We got the master herbalist Lifewave in the building tonight, baby. Ladies, keep your panties on, ladies. Keep your panties on. We got Lifewave in the building. Oh, yeah. It's about to be made clear. Lifewave is he got celebrities. He's well connected. He got Angela Simmons, NLE Chopper, Dwight Howard. He got Walker Flock of Flame. He got 2 books out on the streets and thousands of herbs, ladies and gentlemen. And he got other celebrities. We only get 50s on that. He got other celebrities that he's dealing with as some of his clients. So he ain't no joke. Lifewave ain't no joke. If he messes with millionaires do business with Lifewave. So he's not no joke, bro. We're gonna get ready to get him in here, man. We're getting everything warmed up for him. Oh, yeah. If you want to show a brother some love, we're going to drop his cash app in the links. And he also has 2 books. When we get him on, we'll get that information from him. Let me make sure everything's lined up. Yes, sir. We are live, ladies and gentlemen, at 8 o'clock. It was, we had it set for 6:30, but we rescheduled it for 7 o'clock. We figured it'd be a better time for you guys. It'll be a better time for you guys. Okay, we will be adding that thumbnail into it later. Let's see. Boom. All right. Let's see where we at here. Hey, we're gonna give Lifewave say give him a couple minutes, man. You're gonna be here. Yeah, like the time we had to change the time for 30 minutes later. Because we said that this time will be a good time to hit you, man. Keep in mind today, hey, hit that like button if you're new to the channel. If you're just not coming in, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. I'm about to talk about multi-dimensional healing with the brother Lifewave. You know what I'm saying? Never have it been made so clear. You know, time to get in here. That little blend, that little juice blend right there, fire. With the ginger, the oranges, the ginger orange juice, fire. They caught Enlia. Hey, what they caught him at, man? How they get this nigga, man? They caught Enlia slipping. Somebody said they caught Enlia slipping. He didn't have his gag on him and shit, man. Enlia didn't have his gag on him. We're gonna be talking about Lifewave new eye drops that he just put out. That's cleaning the mucus off the eyes. We're gonna be talking about the 2 books. You don't want to miss that part. We're gonna be talking about the herbs, right? We in the building, man. Hey, everybody share it right now. We get it. You told me give him 10 minutes. That Charleston White exposed rainwater tape is crazy, right? I mean, about Mo 3, how you said the story that Charleston White given make more sense to what happened. Because Zella 3 Beezy and Trap Boy Freddy is still involved with it. They still involved. Oh yeah, never have it been made so clear. We lit, we live with the brother Lifewave. Lifewave in the building. Ladies, keep on your panties. No throwing your panties at the screen. The brother is coming in right now. The phenomenon. The high scientist. The alchemist. One of the #1 alchemists in the world right now, ladies and gentlemen. Lifewave.
Rahul back.
Hey, Rahul back, life. We're up in the building.
All right, let me go ahead and turn this camera on real quick. Give me a moment, all right?
All right.
Can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you. Oh, heck yeah, I can see you clear. Can you see me?
I see you, but I can't see my screen.
Oh yeah, I see you, but like I said, okay, yeah, I see you. It ain't now you probably can't see. Oh, let me do it like this. Okay, let's
Okay,
now.
All right.
Okay,
all right, all right, there we go.
Yeah.
All right, one moment. Let me get this organized here.
I got the chat pulled up.
You know, I gotta get on all streams right now. I'm setting up.
Oh yeah, set up,
yeah,
man.
We give I got 3 different phones. I got 3 different phones right now.
Damn,
I know that may not be necessary when it comes to other people who more tech savvy, but you know, I'm gonna do what I do.
Yeah, all right. Hey, get them all bumping, man. We on Instagram,
right. Let me go ahead and get everything up here. It's gonna be a real exciting show too.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be fire. This is gonna be fire.
Okay, let me get this going.
Hey, Rob about everybody in the chat.
Rob about everybody. Let me go ahead and get this going real quick.
Oh yeah, we got the, hey ladies, keep your panties on, ladies. I see what you're doing in the chat, babe, ladies. Lifewave, you got them hot up in this joint, man.
I appreciate you, man. Yeah, we're doing our best. I'm telling this multi-dimensional healing with the young elder. You know, you've been doing real good out there. A lot of people know you too, more people than you think. All kinds of higher ups and beings out here listen to you.
Oh yeah, they listen. We know they listen. We ain't tripping, huh?
When I go do my works, right? You know, when I meet like a new celebrity or something like that, I mention you. They be, oh, I listened to him already.
Yeah,
I know. I'm putting them on.
I know it. I know they listening to us, man. I believe we got more subscribers and more plays than what they show us, man. We
Oh, of course, because you see it in the numbers. Let me go ahead. All right, we live on Facebook now. Now let me go ahead and get the Instagram going.
Oh yeah, get that Instagram going. We lit. We worldwide, baby. We international.
That's right.
It's about to be. We about to break a record. Last night we had 1,000 people on this live. Let's see how many we can get tonight.
Okay, let's see what we got here. All right, multi-dimensional
healing with Lifewave to God. You know what I'm saying? Can you
dig it? Dimensional.
Hey, get him in here. Y'all share it, like it. Hey, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, share it on your TikTok, Instagram. It's about to be historical, baby.
Right.
Oh,
this is gonna be real good. We're gonna say some things I've never said before.
Oh yeah, I can't wait. Oh yeah, y'all. Get them in here.
Yeah.
Let me share this. They be high on my notifications. We live now, ladies.
Okay, let's see. One more moment.
Set up. We got it. Set up. We giving them time to get in the building. We got 75. Hey,
right. All right, there we go. All right, right back, everybody. All right, Facebook, can you hear me? Give me a thumbs up. Give me a sign if you can hear me real good. Sahin. All right. Instagram, do you hear me? Can you hear me real good? You can hear me? All right, give me a sign. Give me a thumbs up or something. Let me know if y'all can hear me. All right, what we have is we have the young elder in the building. So the voice that you are hearing, this is the young elder. Tell him right back.
Hey, Rob bye to everybody. Rob bye to the family.
Yeah, so what's going on is my music's not too loud, is it?
No, I don't even hear it.
Okay, good. Sahin. Yeah. All right, Rahul back. We have young elder in the building, everybody. Now, young elder, where he is, he's the being that came here to break you out of the spell of ignorance. Okay, that's what we're all here for. But the young elder actually gives it to you with no filter. You know how a lot of us may teach, but we try to care for your feelings, or we try to do our best not to lose you here and there. He don't care if he lose you or not. If you get lost, you just get lost along this path, because he's not here for people who got to play catch up. You know what I'm saying? He's here for those who are ready. This is the young elder. If you're ready for this information and affirmation, you're going to receive it. Now, if you're not ready for it, this doesn't mean that you won't be ready for it later on. What he does is he plants seeds in your mind so that you can elevate and it can grow. All right. So the information is going to grow with you. He's the type of being where you sit there and you think that you may think that he's a little off, because his information is so high vibrational, it'll throw you off a little bit sometimes. You're like, whoa. And sometimes it'll even scare you. Let me tell you something real quick.
Okay.
It's no fear in my heart, not today. But when I first started listening to you, right, you dropped that you've been dropping a lot of scrolls. You dropped the dream book.
Yeah.
Man, when you were breaking down the power of that mirror, man, I was reading that book and looking at the mirror at the same time, making sure nothing jumped up through there. You got Listen, man, look, the young elder, he is a cap twister. You know what I'm saying? He'll say some things that's gonna blow your mind. So what we are here today, we have elevated, we have came across these platforms to give you the information and affirmation that you need to elevate. So let's go in. I shook.
Hey, let me introduce you then. Hey, Lifewave, man. Look, let me tell you about who Lifewave is. Lifewave is a superhero. He's something that the universe sent at this time, that we had Dr. Sabi as our herbalist, and we had other herbalists too that were with that same school. They've killed most of these herbalists now. They didn't wipe out most of these herbalists. They've been working on that for a while. But when you do something like that, your universe said, no, we're going to send somebody else. We're going to lift somebody else up, and they're going to be way more powerful. Matter of fact, we're going to just put all those people together and put them as one guy, send him. And that's Lifewave. Lifewave is that one guy. You haven't seen all the stuff that this brother's about to do, man. That eye drop. I seen that eye drop. I was like, oh shit, this. That was like a explosion for me when I seen it. I said, that's why I said Lifewave is a superhero, man. Because you the first one I seen come with a eye drop like that, from making your own solution, and that shit, like, you can see the difference. You can see You know what I'm saying? So it's
I
like, oh,
appreciate
I'm saying,
that.
oh shit, this is it. You know?
I appreciate that. So that's where I'm at. I'm trying to, I'm not trying. What I'm doing is I'm repairing your vision. If I can repair your vision physically, I can also repair your vision mentally.
That's right.
So, so we're starting with a lot of beings out here who, beings are, most of the people here that they're physical beings, they're visual beings. So I have to show them the way in order for them to accept the true way. You don't even need your eyes to even see. This is why when you close your eyes, you can still vision me. You can still vision the voice in the background. You can still see color because you really don't need your eyes to see. What you have to understand is how the senses really work. All the senses are tied in. Okay? What you see, you can smell, and what you smell, you can see. What you hear, you can see. You get what I'm saying? What you hear, you can taste. And what you see, you can taste. What you feel, you can see. What you feel, you can hear. That's how all your senses really work. But over time, your senses have gotten weak because you've been watered down with these disagreeable beings. Okay? But you were so supreme with your senses, you can see miles away. Somebody can be approaching 2-3 miles away and you can hear them walking towards you. That's how sensitive you was. See, the thing is, they gave you these shoes, all right, that separate you from the earth. The earth is a vibrational, this is a vibrational energy. This is magnetic energy that really, really pulls you in and it strengthens you. It has electrons in it. It's very, very electrical. So what's going on is you should be so in tune with the earth. You should be so in tune. Your feet are roots. Okay, like a tree have roots. Your feet are roots. That's why you have the toes. It looks like roots. Okay, you got the stump. Look at it. You got the stump. You got the wabar, the hair. That's the leaves. That's the bush. You got the arms. That's the branch. You get what I'm saying? You got the legs. These are the stumps. Okay, down into the roots, the toes. These are roots. Okay, so you used to plant your feet in the ground. You used to be so in tune with the earth, right? And then you wasn't even worried about fear. You could just walk. You used to be able to walk across thorny fields. You used to step right on that and it wouldn't even hurt you because that's how strong you was. That's how magnetic you was. You used to be so magnetic. You used to even be able to control the magnetic energy that's around you. You used to float across those thorny fields. You can be walking light as a feather. That's why they use those terms. He's light as a feather. All right. Now you have to understand this. This is what's so beautiful about it. Not for move. You used to hear miles away, somebody approaching, an enemy approaching miles away, but you will feel the vibration of their step. And so that's why they couldn't get you, okay? The way that the disagreeables got you, remember I told you, let's take it back, they mixed themselves in with you. Understand that the sex force is a very, very powerful force. It's powerful. This is how we were taken over during those times was through sex. You know what I'm saying? Because we were hypnotized. We were seduced by the eyes. So some of us, we just was subjective. We were subjecting ourselves to sex with the disagreeable 6 ether beings. Okay, so we mixed ourselves in. That's how we lost a lot of these powers. They're still there, but a lot of it's not as potent as it's supposed to be because you washed your genes down. All right? So what I'm doing is I'm giving you, I know that we are created. Okay, we are a collection of all the plants, all the different types of animals inside of our body. This is what our DNA is made up of. Okay, and what I'm giving you is if something, you have to understand we were created. We were built. A lot of these bodies were built, and they were built by plants too. This is why you are able to consume certain plants. This is why you have what you call endocannabinoid receptors. Endocannabinoid receptors. The endocannabinoid system. This is a system that actually receives cannabinoids into the body, okay? Your body have natural cannabinoids, for real, just like cannabis from weed. You have natural cannabinoids inside of your body. Why is that there? But then you must ask yourself, why is it over there in a plant too? You get it? If it's in a plant and it's in you, obviously it came out of you and it was also made up of you and you are made up of it. What's inside of you is also what's on the outside of you, surrounding you. You are connected to everything. You are Fatar. You are nature. Okay? We must understand that we are a part of nature. So if we're a part of nature and we understand that these chemical components that's inside of these plants are also inside of us, we have to realize that this is where the healing really is with nature. So I gave you the fennel. The fennel is amazing. And you have to understand that the fennel, you can even drink fennel tea. You don't just have to drop it in the eyes. You can drink it. And it can heal you. It can heal and cure your eyes too. You get what I'm saying? So that's where we at right now. We're out here giving you the information and information that you need. Now, when they killed Dr. Sebi, I shook to Dr. Sebi. He was killed, right? He was killed. They poisoned him. Now, that's a very hurtful thing. But also around that time, they killed over 60 more holistic herbalists like us, natural healers. 60 more around that time when Dr. Sebi was killed. So what they was doing is they was wiping clean. They was trying to wipe us away because they seen the power of this natural medicine, but they can't stop that. They even kill their own. They even kill white people. Have you know they even kill white people? There's this one man. I'm not gonna quote his name because I don't want to misquote him. But anyway, there was this one man. He actually was having a seminar, right? He had herpes, all right, inside of a valve. He went out on stage, right? He was so confident with this information and affirmation. He know who we are. He know where the natural healing is. He paid attention to the Dr. Sebis. He paid attention to the Bobby Anoons, the Dr. Yorks, okay? He paid attention to all these Layla Africans. He paid attention. So he understood the science through us, okay? So what he did, and he understood it himself, all right? Now, he took that needle of herpes, okay? And he injected it into his arm on stage, okay? He put it right in his body on stage in front of everybody. He showed everybody that the solution was tainted with herpes and everything. He showed them, and he stuck it right in his arm in front of everybody. He came back some months later. He showed the paperwork. He came back. He tested and everything to show that he was positive of these herpes viruses. He came back some months later, right, and proved that he was negative. Man, they found this man dead at a hotel resort somewhere.
Yeah, you already know.
You get what I'm saying? So what's going on is, yo, that's still, for a person to pop up and stick them. Man, look, I'm telling y'all, this information, this is powerful, y'all. This stuff is powerful. But the healing does not stop. Also, you got any questions before I go on?
Hey, that's what I was gonna say to add to what you just said about the healing and the earth and everything. And the seeing with the sound. Ray Charles, when he hear a woman's voice, he listened to their voice and said, "Oh yeah, she's got a pretty voice." And then he associate, he can build a face or build a full body image of them just off of their sound of their voice and rubbing their hands. So when he rubbed their hands, he said, "Oh, her hands pretty and soft." That mean her face pretty and soft, and her voice pretty and soft. So she must be pretty and soft. That's how he associate all that just about with sound and feeling, because he can't see. So that is true what you're saying when
right.
that energy. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So all things are connected. You know, that clear audience. You get what I'm saying? He's able to. Ray Charles is able to sit there and listen to a voice, and from that voice, he's able to manifest the image, and he's able to see that. You get what I'm saying? Because we have to understand that a voice carries particles. Okay, your weight. When as I'm talking to you, your weight is also made up of vibrations and sound.
Oh yeah.
It settles inside of you, and it settles upon you. You absorb these vibrations through your body. A person can be deaf. A person can be deaf and still hear. Have you ever heard about a person being deaf, but they bumping the music? They say, "Oh, I feel the vibration. I hear the vibration." They're still listening to the music. They're able to feel that rhythm. They're able to feel it and hear the words through the beat. You know what I'm saying? That's why those drums are so powerful. Yeah. So let me go ahead and I'm gonna make note real quick. All right. Okay, there we go here. Now, when it comes to healing the body, a lot of y'all want to hear about it. When it comes to healing the body, I told y'all time and time again, the first step to healing is relaxation. You want to heal. Once you relax, once you bring yourself to a relaxed state, you can heal anything. Now, yesterday on the show with Amun Numa, I was talking about how you create your setting with your mind. Okay? All these diseases, if you can see it in your mind, understand that it is tangible. Okay? You can obtain that because there's literally no limit to the power of the mind. You can do anything that you wish to do or want to do. But when you are charging up your thought waves with negative energy, do understand that you attract what you think. So if you're trying to detox, let's say from like HIV, okay, you're trying to detox from HIV, but you have negative thoughts about how you're going to heal. You're like, "Oh, this is going to be hard." Then guess what? life is gonna, your thought waves radiate. You have to understand that your thoughts consist of atoms, atomic mass. Okay, so you're literally building a bridge. You are literally talking the talk, and you're walking it too. You get what I'm saying? You're talking and you're walking. You are attracting these energies. So what's going on is you're sitting up there, you're thinking that it's going to be hard, but you could have the whole herb. You have a whole herb kit right there that's going to detox you, but you think it's going to be hard. So what would life do? What would life do? Life will make it happen. You put out that negative energy. So instead of getting that water that's going to be in a glass, that clean drinking water that's going to be in that glass, you know what I'm saying? You put that negative energy out there. Next thing you know, the tire on the truck, on the water truck pop that's going to, you know what I'm saying, a certain grocery store, it pop because your negative energy punctured that tire. This is how it really gets. So now you want to go ahead, you want to get some clean water, but it's not in the grocery store because you thought something negative that stopped you from getting that help. You have to understand that thoughts consist of magnetic energy. It's magnetic. Okay, so it can attract and it can also repel. So these negative thoughts repel what's positive that's coming to you. Okay, you can sit there, you can say, man, I want to heal, but I doubt I can. So what's going to happen? You got this little bit of depression. Your homeboy come over. Hey, man, you know what I'm saying? Just hit this. You hit this little blunt right here, man. It's going to be all right. Hit this blunt. So you're already depressed, right? You already set yourself up for this negative. You're not high vibrational at this moment because you're depressed that you are trying to heal and you're not. So guess what? Your thoughts are negative. So your reality becomes negative. You say, you know what? It ain't gonna hurt me. I'm gonna just do it one time. And you start smoking. Now you got this tobacco, you got all this tar inside of your lungs, okay? Poison in your liver. And you know that you need your liver in order to restore your body. Your liver actually detox the lungs. The lungs don't detox itself. It's the liver that detox the lungs.
Wow.
Okay? So now you're poisoning your liver. And your liver's supposed to be cleansing your blood. And you know that's where the viruses is within the blood. Mm-hmm. But if we change our polarity, change our thought process, you can think positive and positive things will happen. All right? We know this. You're thinking positive. Next thing you know, you're thinking positive, and next thing you know, you're trying to go get some clean water. You find a natural spring somewhere. You just find the energy to just get up and go because that positive energy keep you charged up. Now you're able to hop up in that car and go get that positive water that you need, that spring water that's going to wash your body. Your homeboy come over, you feel so motivated. You're sitting up there, you know, if you have those negative beings like that, you have that, your friend come over, you know, with them bad habits and stuff, like, hey, you know what I'm saying? I ain't really in the mood today. Or you're like, man, I'll catch you later. Nah, I'm good. You have a positive energy that's blocking out that negative energy from coming into you. Okay? So you have to change your thought process when it comes to healing these bodies of these diseases. Do understand that these beings out here are not passing away and putting their life on the line for no reason. You have to realize, we know about the Kanye West situation. He's telling you what's going on about the disagreeable Jews. You know, we're the real Jews. You know, I remember you was talking about that, how you got to be more specific because Jews, you know what I'm saying, they're not all bad. You know what I'm saying? There's some positive Jews out there. All right, but the disagreeables that's in control of the society that we are in, they're the ones that's stopping your healing from coming to you. All right, so somebody like Kanye West, for instance, you know, regardless of what he's going through, he's trying to tell y'all something, but we're so caught up in worship. There's two types of beings on this planet. You have Gadad, you have gods, you know, the Gadatat, you have the goddess, you have the Gadad, the god, and you also have worshipers. You know what I'm saying? That's why you have beings like us. We'll come across people and we feel higher up, no matter how rich, how famous they are. You know what I'm saying? No matter who it is, we're level-headed. Then you got the other people that freak out, oh my God, doing all this is because that's who they are. You know what I'm saying? That's an automatic brain reaction. They screaming and all this stuff. Those are worshipers. You know what I'm saying? But you can be anything that you want to be. You have to understand that you don't have to be a person that's worshiping. Let's lead together and push this information and affirmation together. And also, let's learn to be more sensitive, okay, to each other. All those negative comments, you got to understand the cycle of energy. What comes around goes around. All those negative comments, we talking about somebody we talking about somebody's child. You know what I'm saying? In a negative manner. You know what I'm saying? Knowing the person's trying their best to do good if they trying or not. You know what I'm saying? So we got to learn how not to keep being fans. You know what I'm saying? We got to learn to just look at this thing for what it is, and we got to take down this beast, because 2023 is around the corner. The vortex is opening. 2027 vortex, the vortex is open still, and then 2030 is right around the corner. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be wild out here. You know what I'm saying? This is survival of the fittest. So you better receive this information how you can. That meteorite is coming. Let me tell you about that meteorite. You know, I know I'm talking about our health, but let me tell you about that meteorite. That meteorite is hot. You're gonna feel it coming. If you're here during those times when the meteorite should be coming, you're gonna feel that. But you can feel that. You can feel the heat. You can feel it coming, and it can be far away. You know that meteorite, how fast that meteorite moves. But guess what? When it hit, you might not even know you got hit. You know how fast that meteorite moves?
Yeah,
let me tell y'all, that meteorite move at 44 miles per second. That meteorite comes down, it'll skip a whole county in 1 second. You ain't even, man, look, you can look up, you can blink and boom, you be right gone. Them things is coming. So what we are trying to do is we're trying to get your health to where that negative situation does not happen to you. Remember, I told you it's magnetic. It either attracts or it repels. You can repel that. You know what I'm saying? That situation from happening to you. You can be pushed out the way of that death wave of energy if you change the polarity of your body and consume what gives you Hayah, give you life. You're consuming that blood, you're putting that rust inside of your body. And it's deteriorating your nerves, deteriorating your brain, and you know your brain works with your mind. So if you're deteriorating your brain because you got this blood inside of you that consists of 70% of iron, you know that it rusts, iron rusts in the wrong conditions. So you got all this rust flowing through your body. How are you going to be able to maintain this proper health to get out of the way of these tragedies that are coming? Look all the way, look around you. Look at the world. The United States is in a whole drought right now. You know what I'm saying? We're in a drought right now. And what's going on is, I love how you got the feathers on too. You know what I'm saying? Your master's tribe. Look, this is what's going on. We are back. We're going to have to learn. Many of us going to have to learn if you don't know. We're going to have to rain dance again. Yeah. We're going to have to rain dance in order to conjure up that rain. Because when you rain dance, you move in that circular motion, okay? That counterclockwise motion. You conjure up molecules in the air, which also is associated with hydrogen and oxygen, okay? So with the rhythm and the beat and certain tones and certain sounds, you can conjure up clouds to rain. It can bring rain down again. You know what I'm saying? And they know this. The disagreeable government know this. There was some droughts out there in Florida some time ago. They caught a whole Native American tribe out there to do some rain dances, and it rained. Yeah. We have powers, y'all. Y'all gotta wake up to these powers because it's real. Y'all gotta stop being asleep. This is where we at right now. You know what I'm saying? Questions?
Oh yeah. Hey, look. Okay. This is what we got, man. Now I heard you say about resting and healing, and I always hear people say, get my grandma back in the day before the hospital was like real big. Because back in the day we didn't really go to hospitals like that. My granddaddy didn't even never. You couldn't. They had to there like tie him down and take him to the doctor because he's always going into the woods getting something for himself. He didn't even never go to the hospital. And they used to always say, get some rest, because when you rest, your body can heal. Your body can heal with resting. And sometimes you don't even got to take medicine. All you got to do is just rest. And your cells and everything, because you get what they call, when you go to sleep, your body actually replugs back into the universal energy. It's like this sound. And that actually heals you. It actually heals your bodies. It actually speeds the vibration of your cells up at night when you go to sleep so they can rejuvenate your organs. So getting and Dick Gregory said it. He said the number one killer is sleep deprivation. So by you not getting, a lot of us is sick just off us not getting enough sleep. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Yeah, so the sleep is very important, and that brings you back to step one, relaxation. Yeah, without relaxation, there is no healing. And when you sleep, there's so many miracles that happen to you. You relax your energy. Your energy is relaxed. You know, you have to be comfortable. And also, it's best to lay on your back when you're going to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're laying on your back, your spine, your spine is aligned. When you're laying on your side, it's curved. So you're not getting the proper oxygen flow. And you know that oxygen is what's needed to actually dehydrate these viruses, dry these viruses up. Okay? So you got to sleep on your back. And y'all got to stop being so spooky. A lot of people say, oh, I sleep on my back. I be having all kinds of nightmares and stuff like that. Look, sleep on your back. You know what I'm saying? Sleep on your back because your spine is aligned and you're able, and that's your central nervous system, able to send the positive electrical components throughout the body to shock disease. We got to understand that we are electric. And when you sleep, you absorb a lot of electric energy. Your systems of your body shut down. Okay? All right, it shuts down to relax you. And you have this flow of energy going through the body, all right, properly. So sleep is amazing. Also, when you're healthy and you're sleeping properly, you're going to be in more control of your dreams. Okay, and a lot of your dreams aren't just dreams. You know, as you say, a lot of it is these are your travels. Okay, this is your etheric body, your energy traveling. This is another you traveling throughout different dimensions and realities. Okay, so if you relax, okay, you can literally take control of that energy and you can be conscious. So when I go to sleep, I'm telling you, it's so raw, right? I'll go to sleep and every day I'm like, oh, here we go again. You know what I'm saying? That's how wild it is. When I'm going to sleep, it's wild. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing like you see how I'm up right now. It's literally equal. When I'm sleeping.
It's called lucid dreaming. It's like you are the higher state of lucid dreaming.
Right,
you actually get control of you like it's like a dream within the dream. It's like you dreaming, but you're not dreaming. It's like you actually go to the real world when you leave here. This is just the world you working in. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Real world. Go ahead.
Right. So when I sleep, you know, I'm astral projecting. I'm able to hear different types of messages come through from different teachers, different healers. I'm able to see different types of beings. I'm able to see certain animals too, like a tiger. A tiger will walk up to you, and you can feel the fur on the tiger. You can feel it. You can actually feel it. And you can rub a tiger. So I rub the tiger. I've seen cows. You know, cows are messengers. The cows are sacred animals. Cows represent fertility and also generosity. You know what I'm saying? So if you seeing stuff like a cow in your dream, that could really mean that you're a very generous being. It's a reminder. Also, for the work that I do, I've seen green birds out there in the astral realm. Birds also have etherical energy. All right, they also have ether. You see, we must not forget about the animals. Right, the animals have energies. All right, and they also astral project. Okay, you can see these animals in different realities. So when I'm doing certain works and I need to tighten up, like I would have like a bird, like green birds, like a parrot, a parrot, green parrots, like a flock of parrots come to me and fly to me. And you know those parrots can talk. You know how they can speak. You know how a parrot can talk a language that you teach them. They do that in the astral realm too. But in the astral realm, you're at a more high vibrational state, right? They're also at a more high vibrational state. Exactly. They're also able to tell you things like this. They're able to fly to you, and they'll go, "Hey, you know what you're doing is dangerous, right? You need to wear purple and white." So I'll sit there. I'll say, "Okay, that's a message. Let me go ahead and throw my purple and white on." You know what I'm saying? To deflect some energy. I listen to the animals. You gotta listen to the animals. But as long as you're eating those animals, they don't want to come and tell you nothing.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? You're going to scare them away. They think you're going to eat them. That's why you got to be gentle, you know, with your master tribe, with a gentle tribe. You know what I'm saying? You got to be graceful. So that the astral realm is beautiful. Also, I want to tell y'all want to protect your DNA because y'all know we always talk about the physical side of it. You're mixing your DNA, your acids with this person. You're also mixing in your etherical energy with this being also. DNA carries ether. See, we got to tell them that DNA carries ether. So you also have this person's etherical body inside of you by way of the DNA. So next thing you know, you stand up there. So that's why when you're a high vibrational being, especially, and you're doing certain works, you have to be careful what you do. You know what I'm saying? In all y'all got to be careful what y'all do. Y'all, especially y'all want to get to a certain level. But you can sit there, you can mix your DNA with a person, right? And next thing you know, you seeing this person. You know how all the spirits, you mix your DNA, you also have the family spirits in you. You can find yourself in the astral realm. Let's say that this person was, let's say this person was mixed with they had some Caucasian in their bloodline, heavy Caucasian. You had a sexual relation, you know what I'm saying, with somebody who had this in their bloodline, even if they skin appear like ours. What's going to happen is you can enter that astral realm and you can find yourself at a whole dinner table with all their family members, and they be different races. You can see their family members. Yeah,
you can bloodline. See everything.
Right, you can see the whole bloodline. This is how real it is. Yep.
That's part of that. You accessing the Akashic records when you the first level of it. When you go into the fourth dimension, you can access. It's a library in that dimension. That dream, what you calling a D RAM, it's really D RAM. It's a fourth dimensional RAM. It's a RAM of the first level of Malakut, and that's where you. That's like the medium place between the fifth dimension and this dimension. So you actually can meet you can go in there and see your grandmother, anybody that they say that passed away, they ain't really dead. They really just passed to that another dimension. And so you can meet with extraterrestrial beings and other beings on a higher dimension within that dimension that you're talking about in the fourth dimension, which is the middle place. And that's the only place you can meet with them, man. And a lot of everybody can't do it. It's only melanite beings. Melanite beings with that, they got the pineal gland activated. They can take in the sunlight, convert it in the pineal gland to melanin, and then that's also plays a part in the healing the body. That melanin, that sunlight, man, sun and sleep, it's like the two. Sun, sleep, and water. To me, sun, sleep, and water is like the #1 healers. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. That's
so like. Go ahead.
Yeah. You're right about that in the energy, and we have to also understand the power of the sun. The sun is also mental. You know what I'm saying? You can take that sun. Let's say you had illness, or you had some illness in your elbow, or your joints, or your hips, or your feet. You can sit there. You can absorb that sun. You can go outside. You can absorb that sun, and you can move that energy, that ether, that sun throughout your body. You can literally direct the wave.
It kills inflammation.
Yep. And what it's going to do is it's going to also activate thermogenesis. You have what you call thermogenetics, thermogenesis.
Yeah, they call it metabolism.
Right. Right. So that's what's going on. Like, you can heal your body through all kinds of ways. You know what I'm saying? So it's real deep. And also you were talking about different dimensional travel and things of that sort. Also, when you see your family, you can see your deceased grandma, your deceased cousin, anything like that. They're still living. And also, what's going on is a lot of us think that we're stuck in a box too much. We are there with them right now, having a conversation with them right now. You get what I'm saying? I could be talking to you, but I could also be having a whole conversation with my grandparent right now in a whole nother body, a whole nother energy field. I knew this was a fact. I had some family, right? And there was my Gadatat, my goddess, her side of the family. Her grandparents had passed. Okay, I never met her grandparents ever, but I met them in that realm. All right, in that astral realm, I seen how they look. I seen the shape of them. I heard their voice. I seen them interacting with each other, and also living family members, including myself. This is how I knew that she had some land laying around somewhere. I'm like, yo, what's going on? So I'm waking up, and they was trying to tell me about this land that she have ownership of. So I wake up and like, yo, what's up with this land? I seen your cousin. You know what I'm saying? They were kind of in disagreement with how he kind of took over the land. You know what I'm saying? I'm just speaking in general. You know, he might not see this. He might. If he do see it, hey, guess what? Hey, it's good learning for you. All right. But anyway, they told me about the land and his whole personality. I never even met him. I seen the size of him. I seen the shape of him and everything. Come to find out, I asked my Gadatat, my goddess mama. I said, hey, your mama, she look like this. Your cousin look like this. She said, yep, that's him. That's how they act. That's how. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So this is real. It's real,
man. It's definitely real. Tell me.
Yep, man. It's so damn hot in this room, man.
Hey, keep on going. I
There
gotta
must
go.
be a lot of
Let me go
energy
right
in
here to
here.
use the restroom. Just keep on going. Don't take me like 30
Yeah,
seconds.
Let me go ahead and change up real quick. I think it's my hat. I'm gonna go ahead and put my crown on. Let's put my crown on real quick. I'm gonna switch out. I'm gonna put this thing on. This is, you know, like you see Xavier on X-Men. This is what I got right here.
All right, I'm back.
Yeah, I had to check that. I had to check that off real quick. It was a little hot.
It's probably it's gonna get hot up in this joint. All right.
Yeah.
So what I'm gonna say, that multi-dimensional healing too. Like another thing, like I said, you can heal yourself by going to that dimension, the dimension that you're talking about, because we are vibration. We are a vibration. So a disease really is just it's just like, say you got a light code, you got a normal light code to where you normally, like when you normal and when you're not sick. Then you got a light code when you're sick. So what happens when you're sick? It's a light. Your light frequency is being altered, messed with. It's like it's like you shining a light on my hand right here, and I put something in the way to block it, so it ain't getting a full light frequency. That's what sickness is. It's blocking that light frequency. You know what I'm saying? From getting this full projection on this realm. So it's like you being deteriorating here as far as a light body. You deteriorating on this realm, and that's the sickness. It's deterioration. It's decaying. Death is not it's a cure for death. Death is only a disease that there's a cure for. Most people die from deficiency, sleep deprivation, the things that we name. They don't get a sunlight. They don't drink enough water. So understanding that light code projection and being able to fix that light frequency, and you do it with your thinking. Like you said, you do it with your thinking first. You got to thank yourself. You got to heal yourself by thanking it. You can't just, oh no, you can't always be down and say, oh, I'm not gonna, there's no cure for this. It's a cure for every freaking thing. That's a cure for every freaking disease here. Keep that in mind. Don't let them fool you. Don't fool yourself. Even death, there's a cure for. So when it comes to healing, the first thing is your thinking. That's the multidimensional healing. That's where the multidimensional healing starts in the thought, because thought is traveling faster than light. Thought slows down to create light. Light slows down to create sound. So that's why if I was to turn my screen off, you can hear my voice. From my voice, you will speed it up into your mind into light. And then once you by imagining my voice and imagining what I'm saying. And then that light in your brain, all that electromagnetic frequency will speed up to a thought. So it becomes thought again. So really sickness starts in the thought. People get sick because what they think. They've been thinking sick shit the whole time, so now they sick. That's a fact, man. I'm telling you, it's a fact. Go ahead.
Right, and that's facts right there. You see, and the thing about it, when we're speaking about that light, it's why we tell y'all to consume the herbs. You know what I'm saying? Because it was that light, you know, that sunlight that they inherited. All right. And what's going on is that's why you have certain herbs of certain colors. You have in certain foods, certain plants, purple. You know what I'm saying? You have to understand that's a form of ultraviolet light that purple possess. It's a form of ultraviolet light. And you know that ultraviolet light can kill viruses. So you're consuming those purple plants. You know what I'm saying? Taking in that purple, you're putting that light inside of your body. You have to understand that light, all right, that energy carries electricity to shock disease. That's why it's all about being electric, all right? So you can electrocute the disease. It's the electricity that keep you going, okay? That's why when a person have a heart attack, they electrocute them, because that's where the life is. If you're eating low vibrational foods, then what you're doing is you're not consuming enough electricity. So your battery is weak. And when your battery is weak, what happens? You know what I'm saying? You start leaking battery acid. You know what I'm saying? You start leaking acid. It's too much acid. You become too acidic and you start breaking down. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep that alkaline moving into your body, into your bloodstream. And then it's not all about alkaline. You know what I'm saying? It's not all about, you know what I'm saying, just alkaline. It's about balancement. You know what I'm saying? It's all about being balanced. You know, if you're, you know, there's a such thing as too much of anything. If you're too alkaline, then you can get sick. If you're too acidic, then you can also get sick. It's about keeping the balancement. Okay? You have to be balanced with whatever that you do. All right? For real. You have to understand that. You have to get out there in nature. You got to, you know, even the earth gets electric shocks. Lightning come down, strike the earth. You know what I'm saying? From the clouds. All right? That rain. You know what I'm saying? That rain coming down. You got the sun. And then you have the electricity. This is food for the earth. So you should be having this electricity inside of you. You should also have this maya, this water inside of you. And you should also have this sun inside of you. You know what I'm saying? All that, you know what I'm saying? Even though the sun is electric, but you get what I'm saying? So that's what we're doing here. A lot of y'all have been hypnotized by the all juice diets, and you're not understanding that that is, that's too much juice. Remember, too much water can kill you. So you're drinking juice. Too much juice can also kill you. It's acid. You know what I'm saying? Juice is acid. These fruit juices that y'all are naming is acid. All right? And you don't know and you have to understand the power of these acids that's within these bodies. Okay,
Hey,
so listen.
My bad.
Go ahead.
Cause like today I've been doing nothing but juicing all day, but I ain't been drinking like apple juice and nothing like that. I've been like, we got like avocado, raw vegan meal, like what else we put in there? Like the cucumbers, like a little kale, we put like mangoes and then bananas, and we blend that up and drink it. Now, like that type of juice is bad, or is it the juice like you just like?
Now, one thing about bananas, it does have a lot of potassium in it, and potassium is what's important for cells to reproduce. It literally organized the cellular reproductive system. Like it literally organized how many cells can reproduce and produce in the body. Okay, how many cells can produce in the body? So that's important. But we must also understand not bananas. That's not an everyday type of thing either. Mm-hmm. You're not supposed to consume the same thing every day anyway. You know this. But with balancement, you know, bananas is high in starch. Okay, and
I know that.
Yeah, bananas is high in starch. So a lot of people, let's say that a person, just generally speaking, trying to detox themselves of a virus. You know what I'm saying? But they're eating starch. You know what I'm saying? They're eating bananas. That's not something that we would truly recommend them consume. You know what I'm saying? Because it's high in starch. And that starch, you know what I'm saying, converts into more sugar. And you know that viruses are made of sugar, glycoproteins, and they'll consume that. They'll eat a banana. See, we have to get out of the spell that if we eat healthy, that, and not just, just generally speaking for everybody, if we eat healthy, then we'll heal. But that's the key. But you got to know how to eat healthy also. So like you were saying, with balancement, you don't have to mix too many fruits together either. You know what I'm saying? 1 or 2 fruits is fine. Even just one fruit, you could have just took the mango and flushed your body. You know what I'm saying? But then again, don't consume too much mango either. That's one problem that we make a lot. We consuming the mango all the time. The mango have arushal in it. It's related to poison ivy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's poison ivy. Oh. So that's what I'm saying. These things have acids. It's related to poison ivy. So why would we overconsume anything in the poison ivy family? So like you said, balancement. But just take the mango, drink that. That's your juice for the day. You know what I'm saying?
You dropped some heavy stuff on me because I ain't know mangoes were that's powerful. Like I ain't know
mangoes. Yeah, it is. And then another thing about it, even about let's say, what's another one? You mentioned that what's another thing that
you said something about kale too was not that good.
Kale is high. Those are survival foods. Okay, those are survival foods. You know what I'm saying? That's for survival. let's say that you were in the middle of the woods, you ain't have nothing to eat, you know what I'm saying? But y'all been cultivating kale, things of that sort. That's for survival. Kale, but that's why you got to understand that these disagreeables, they put all this kale into the grocery stores. Look, if it's in their grocery stores, you got to recognize it for what it is. Hey, what gave these people the origin to put this kale inside this grocery store? Why is this kale all over the place? Why? Why? You got to ask yourself, why is it there? Okay, I see the mango, but why is that mango there? Okay, maybe they had access to the mango from this place, or is it just there because of money? Because there's thousands upon thousands of fruits and vegetables that's not in the grocery stores that we can be eating that we don't even know of. But we've been conditioned to eat a certain thing. Would you be eating kale if you knew that there were thousands of more plants that you could be consuming?
Yeah, right.
That's healthier than kale, but you're eating kale because they gave you no choice. They didn't give you choices. But the thing about it is with balancement, but kale is high in oxalic acid, okay? And oxalic acid, what that does is oxalic acid actually blocks, it coats the intestines, okay? The small intestine from being able to absorb minerals and nutrients into the body. Broccoli does the same thing. Oatmeal does the same thing. Spinach does the same thing. You know about spinach. Now, I was telling you about survival. And this is the thing about, look, it's about survival. Spinach was for survival purposes. Spinach originated in around Nepal, that area. Back in let's say it was, I think it was around 14 AD to 16 AD, between that time, okay? I don't want to give you an exact date because I don't want to be wrong, but if I give you between then you know how that rolls. I'm right there. So between that time, there was something called the yellow fever, all right? Now, the yellow fever, this was a disease. This was a sickness that people was getting, and it would make them throw up, all right? This was a pathogen, all right? A poison, all right? A life form. This yellow fever, people was catching that, and they was throwing up. They was throwing up. They was dying of dehydration and starvation because when they ate, they couldn't keep nothing down. And yellow fever went all around the world, from to China to all the different lands, right? The scientists figured out that the spinach was high in vitamin K, okay? And what they did was they took, the scientists took the spinach and they started planting it and cultivating it around the world during that time and feeding it to people. People started eating the spinach, all right? Remember I told you certain acids can block things in the gut? Listen, here we go. So what we have is we have that spinach, y'all, all right? And they was eating spinach. And what it was doing is it was suppressing the digestive system. It was blocking the functions of the digestive system, okay? So what was going on was it was also off balancing the stomach acid levels. So what's going on is they ate the spinach. It was high in vitamin K, all right? So what was going on is they was able to eat certain foods because the spinach would stop them from throwing up. That's how spinach got in a lot of people's diet.
Yeah, okay.
So now people still eating spinach, but we ain't, you know what I'm saying? We done with that.
Yeah, the Popeye the Sailor Man thing too.
Right, that's a man, that's
spinach
crazy.
and,
right, you was eating the spinach, pretending it was making us strong and all that. And all
that probably was a psychological thing to get us to eat more spinach at the same time.
It was a psychological thing to get us to eat more spinach. I used to eat spinach back in my day when I was a child. I thought I was getting strong. I ain't even know. I was messing myself up. You know what I'm saying? Then they do something stupid. They put it in a whole can. You know what I'm saying? So you sitting up there getting spinach out of a can. You sitting up there.
The sodium and all that. It's just, hey, like everything they make that look good for us is really bad. Like, okay, but let me ask you this. Okay, so now, like, what should we eat? Like the fruits, what should be our top 5 fruits that we should eat? Like, I know some is seasonal, but like, what's our top 5 fruits that we can eat that won't be like, I know I like watermelon, you know what I'm saying? I like watermelon.
Right. See, here's the thing. Seasonal. We in parts, a lot of us are in parts of the world where there's no fruits and stuff blooming. That's crazy. You get what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? We're supposed to be living on parts of the world where fruits are growing year round. You get what I'm saying? At different times, you can grow a fruit if you need to. You know, herbs growing year round. You know what I mean? Different types of herbs. But the thing about it is we're in these cold climates. You know what I'm saying? We're in the mountains. You know what I'm saying? We're in the mountains. If you out here, you're in the mountains. All these are mountains. It's getting real cold. We used to be in areas where it was hot year round. So we was out there, you know, the islands, you know, it got bombed. You know, that's how the islands was created between the war of Inky and Enlil. You know, correct? Okay, so bombs were dropped. Plutonium bombs was dropped and created the island.
Thermonuclear bombs.
Say that?
Thermonuclear plutonium bombs. I got pictures of them.
Thermonuclear plutonium bombs were dropped. But it was one landmass. They dropped these bombs which crushed up the lands. That's how you got people still over there in Jamaica. People over there in the Caribbean islands. People over there, you get what I'm saying? But then we all over here. How did those people get over there in that little bit of, you know what I'm saying, land? Because those were survivors, you know what I'm saying, of that war. Those are survivors of the war. But they have certain fruits. You know, their seasons aren't cold all the way around. You get what I'm saying? They have certain fruits growing longer. You know what I'm saying? But our seasons are short here. Our feasting seasons on these fruits are short here. But fruits that I can say, watermelon, that's number one.
Yeah,
that's one of the number one fruits. That's
seeds,
a whole
right? With seeds, right? With seeds.
Period. We gotta say that.
Yeah, with seeds.
If you eat a watermelon,
seed,
man, you tripping. You know what I'm saying? But that watermelon is powerful and it's red, so you know it cleans the blood.
Yeah. That's
why Bobby Anoon told you red fruits and red vegetables, because the color of that red is coincide with your blood.
The root chakra. The root chakra.
Right.
Blood,
that's where it's at. Raspberries.
Yeah.
Raspberries. You know what I'm saying? That's real good. Red. The cherries. Red. You know what I'm saying? I don't really suggest strawberries. You know, a lot of people eat strawberries, but strawberries was man-made.
Yeah, strawberries are hybrid. Kiwi
right.
hybrid.
You know what I'm saying? That was man-made, and you know, I really wouldn't suggest that.
Hey, you know, a lot of the stuff.
But for survival purposes, if you see a strawberry, that's what you got to eat.
Yeah, right. You
know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. There's survival purpose foods, and then there's everyday purpose type food.
So watermelon would be an everyday purpose, seasonal type fruit that we can mess
Not
with.
Every single day, not more than 7 days, because it's a medicine.
Okay.
And the body is not supposed to utilize the same thing for 7 days, but watermelon is fairly safe with that. You know what I'm saying? That's what we was consuming when we was on the slave fields. We're eating all the pork. We'll consume the watermelon to flush ourselves out. Watermelon saved our life. You know what I'm saying? So that watermelon, even the rind of the watermelon is powerful. You can take the watermelon rind, and if you're dealing with things like acne and eczema and all that and wounds, look, let's say you had a whole cut on your arm. You can take a watermelon rind, the inside of it, you're going to rub your arm with it, and it heal it real, real fast because it's high in all the vitamins that you need. Yeah. Okay, you can even bathe with a watermelon rind. You can hop up in the tub and bathe in a watermelon. Imagine that. Imagine you sitting up there with your old lady, right? And she get out and she smell like sweet watermelon. You know what I'm saying? But you know, but she gonna wash off to the very best of her abilities and not have no sex on them. But you get what I'm saying? Still feel the essence of it. Smooth skin. Watermelon make your skin real smooth, make you real healthy. And then the seeds are very, very powerful too. That's high in vitamins. A lot of people, they'll dry the seeds out and they'll crush the seeds up, turn it to a powder and consume that. Those are minerals. Those are supplements. But be careful when you're consuming seeds, because seeds are high in a chemical compound called arginine. Remember what I told you about the arginine? You know what I'm saying? Arginine is an amino acid that the body naturally creates, but also put together, but also it comes in certain foods too. It comes in foods too. But arginine in the seeds, these seeds are high in arginine, and you can consume that, and it can make viruses grow, because it's necessary for a virus like HPV, herpes, and hepatitis and HIV to consume that. They consume arginine. They need that in order to grow and build and maneuver through the body. So, you know, don't consume too many seeds if we're dealing with that type of situation. Hey, and a lot of people, huh?
I don't want to cut you off on that flow. Keep on going. I'll ask you the next question after. It's going to be what as you in going into it. What about the citrus fruit like lemons, limes, and oranges? Like is that like a seasonal time when we eat that? Do we eat it all?
Oranges was created. That doesn't naturally grow in nature.
Okay. Okay.
You get what I'm saying? A lot of people think oranges, no, it doesn't really naturally. Those were actually created.
Okay.
All right, oranges were created. But here's the thing though, citrus fruits, amazing citrus fruit is the key lime. That's a very, very cyan citrus fruit. Got to get the key lime because the key lime have the power to detox the body. It's you got to understand, like when you put that in your mouth, you squeeze that key lime, it's gonna make it go like that.
Yeah, it's electric.
Just think about the power of that. It just made you do all this and start wiggling.
That's some demons. That's some bacteria. Oh shit, he's gonna kill us.
Right. That too. And have you ever got shocked by something and something electric?
Yeah.
Okay, your body did the same exact motion.
Yeah.
When you squeeze that, that's electricity.
Wow.
Okay, that key lime is full of electricity to shock disease. Key lime is very, very powerful. And look, we was talking about fruits. We must not forget the fruit olive, one of the most slept on fruits ever. Olive is high in on the pH chart.
Yeah, olives. You say olives?
Olives.
What? I just started liking olives. I used to hate olives. I love them now.
Olive is no joke. That is a for real healing fruit. That's a fruit. Olive is a fruit, and it heals you. It heals you from all kinds of illnesses. It gets rid of all kinds of viruses. And here's the thing about what they don't tell you is this. You know how you have olive oil?
Yeah.
Olive oil has been copyrighted by the CDC and also Big Pharma and all the medical companies as an official herpes remedy. Olive oil stops the replication. Olive oil stops the replication of herpes in the body effortlessly. Olive oil. So imagine that's just the extract of the olive. Imagine eating the whole olive. Imagine juicing the olive.
Yeah, I think about it
in its raw form.
Like I eat olives a lot of my shit, especially on my salads.
Man, olive is
a
miracle. Olive is a miracle. That's why even the ancient mystics knew the power of olive. They even spoke about even in the Bible they talked about the power of olive. You know what I'm saying? Olive is no joke. The olive carries a life force of energy that cleans your gut. Let's say that you were dealing with IBS, gastrointestinal disease. All right, you had stomach ulcers. You can consume. You can blend up olive. All right, you can blend it up. Mix it with some water. God, this is your fruit juice here. You're looking for. You can drink that. Imagine that moving through your bowels right there. Your bowels. Okay, it's moving through your bowels right there, and moving through your colon, moving through your intestines, your large intestines. Small intestines, and all the way through. It also help heal hemorrhoids. Olive help heal hemorrhoids. Let's say you have hemorrhoids. It help heal hemorrhoids. Okay, olives are also very good for your eyes. Okay, you know we've been talking about how to heal the eyes. Consume herbs in the fruit olive help you heal the eyes. Not just that, you also have another fruit called bilberry. Bilberry. You heard about that?
Yeah.
Bilberry help restore eye health too. It's amazing. If it helps restore eye health, this lets you know it also helps restore brain health. Okay, and detox your brain. So you got to detox the brain. When we're trying to detox our body from all these different viruses, we got to make sure we detox the brain because that's the control center. That's the nucleus. You get what I'm saying? So when we detox, when we get back control of our brain, what we're going to be able to do is we're going to be able to detox properly because we're able to rewire our brain to send out the electrical signals to go shock disease. All right, your brain, that's, your brain, it's your central nervous system. You have these sensory nerves. So you're able to detox the senses, the sensory nerves. See, this is why I keep telling y'all, don't consume the same thing over and over and over, because when it comes to approaching a certain disease, you want to fight a disease, you got to fight a disease. If you're predictable, you most likely lose a fight. Let's say a person knows you're going to walk up, and I believe this concept time and time again. A person walk up and hit you. You know what I'm saying? With a right. Okay, the guy hit me right. And all they did was throw a right. They just, whoop, whoop, whoop. You're like, hold on, wait, man, this man about to throw a right. Man, let me move out the way of this right. You have to understand, you can sense the fact that somebody's going to go throw a right. They about to go throw that punch. All right? So what you can do is fruits and herbs in the body and vegetables work the same way against a virus. Okay? So you have to understand a virus is intelligent. They're very intelligent. Hell, they can even outlive people. They can even kill the people that they're inside of. They can learn. They know that viruses know how to live in most people, and most people don't even know how to get it out. But how does this virus know your body that well to live in your body? That's intelligent. That's how you know that this is a genetic disease. Intelligent, genetic, intelligent.
Man, hey, you know, when I back in the day, like when I was eating certain foods, especially like I used to in the middle of the night to get up and have these cravings, right? And I can hear the bacteria when I eat and burp. It says more, like eat more.
Yeah.
More. I say, this hey, from that point right there, I said, oh shit, this shit is crazy. Yeah. I gotta stop. I can't listen like this. These bacteria are actually real intelligent, hooked into your brain cards, your neural cortex. And when you're in the grocery store, you be walking by and they'll say, buy that Snickers. Buy the Oreo.
Yeah, you hear the voice.
Get some of that ice cream. It looks good, don't it? So you gotta fight that shit off when you're in the grocery. Like that's why you can't even walk. Like don't even buy the shit if you know it's bad for you. Don't even buy it. To have it around you, so in the middle of the night you can crave for it. So let me ask you this. All right. So if you got a sugar craving, what is a good substitute that's healthy? Somebody told me raisins and walnuts. What is it? But what is your good substitute for? So like I got a craving in the middle of the night, but I don't want to like get no. I want to keep it healthy. Out for
walnuts. That's emergency food.
Okay, all right.
Okay, Walmart. I said Walmart. You got me about the grocery stores. Walnuts. That's emergency food. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say you know that you got to understand that that's hard on the digestive system.
It is.
You know, nuts and stuff like that. You know, that's why Honorable Elijah Muhammad was telling you don't be eating nuts like that because it can be hard on the digestive system. If you're going to use it for medical purposes, depending on what it is, that's why George Washington Carver came with the peanut butter. It was actually a medicine. Okay, and also he was creating fuel out of peanuts to run engines. All right, so you got to recognize the emergency survival foods for the everyday type of foods. You get what I'm saying? And then again, I tell people because there's a lot. This is what my department is. I'm in the viral department. The reason why I talk about viruses all the time is because I know that like out of every 1 out of 2 Nubian women, black women, they have herpes.
Yeah.
I said 1 out of 2. So you see a group of 6 people, 3 of them got it. You get what I'm saying? So it's like that has to be stopped. So that has to be stopped. Because that causes brain damage. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of our people they snap real quick because that virus is agitating them. So they're already agitated. Their nerves are already in an agitated state. So the virus adds to that frustration. So that's why I know that we gotta take control of this. I know that those are extraterrestrial viruses that was planted here to destroy our people. So I'm here to help restore the bodies. So do understand that walnut it does have omega-3 fatty acids, yes, but it's for emergency foods. You know what I'm saying? It's emergency food. You know what I mean? If you use it and do understand that nuts, they have a lot of heavy metals in it. But it's for emergency. It's emergency for emergency purposes, and it's also high in arginine. It's a seed. It's a nut. It's a seed, so it can spread viruses.
Man, you fire. Like,
and then the raisins. The raisins. I mean, find some. I mean, a raisin. Hey, if you can find a real raisin, let me know. But how many raisins you ate with the real seeds in it? You know it comes from raisins.
Right. That's like rare. Like you just specifically go out, and it's hard to find them like that. Like unless you really make them yourself, because most of the raisins the grapes are made from the raisins, and most of the grapes are seedless.
Right. So that's what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Those raisins be seedless, so it's not even real fruit. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is substitutes for sugar cravings. Let's say you dealing with certain sugar cravings, take a teaspoon of honey, mix it in some warm water and drink that. And warm water flush the system. And, you know, with honey in it. Honey have a chemical compound called methylglyoxal in it. Methylglyoxal is antiviral, antibacterial. It gets rid of cancer in the body, and it's also antifungal. And it helps boost immunity. All right? So that's very, very sahih, very good.
Warm water and honey. That's a fire. It sounds like a fire.
Warm water and honey is a concoction.
That sounds like it's like
also, if you want to gain weight, and this is not what I really suggest, but this is just hacks of the body. If you want to gain weight, you know what I'm saying, you can slow down the metabolism, right? Let's say a person needs to gain some weight. You know, they're trying to gain some weight or whatever they're trying to do. they can take honey and mix it with cold water and they drink it and it slows down the metabolism and it can help them gain weight and store fat cells. But if you want to lose weight, you can take hot water, okay? And then mix some honey in it and drink it. All right, hot water. Warm the hot water in it. What that would do is that'll speed up the metabolism and burn fat cells in the body. Yep.
Hey, so what about drinking vinegar? The apple cider vinegar. That's bad. Go ahead. My wife do that. Like, hey, drink that
vinegar. That's pure acid. You know what I'm saying? That's pure acid. That's acid. You know. Even in the Christian times, the Bible days. You remember? See, I read everything. I read everything because that's why I know. I'm well rounded. I read everything. All right. Let me see. Let me show you something real quick. Hold on. All right, look. You see that? You see this? You see that? All right. I'm not promoting Christianity or religion. I'm just promoting facts at this point. This book right here, I was on Tamaray, right? And this Dr. York gave me this. Bobby Anoon gave me this. He touched this book and everything. You know what I'm saying? He was so smart. He put his touch on it. Okay? And we're going to talk about vinegar, but I'm going to tell you why I'm showing you this. This book, he gave this to me, right? He knew that he was going to come across certain times where he was going to be taken from the children. So what he did was he touched certain things and put his essence of protection on it. So by me touching this book, I'm also in contact with him too. You get what I'm saying? So this is a charm. This is a talisman. This is power. But when you open this thing up, it talks about certain herbs in here. It teaches you how to heal leprosy and all kinds of stuff. But that's the chapters that they missing. You know that this was actually you know about it. It originally came from Tamaray, Egypt. Yeah. They just took it and twisted and put their own little storyline on it. Yeah. But if you can read through it, if you can read through the lies, you can see the truth.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
You know, but I don't suggest anybody trying to find the truth to read the Bible though. They need to come to us first before they start playing around with it.
You know what you're doing when you get into that book.
Right. But it even talked about how they gave Jesus vinegar.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's right. Go ahead.
Okay, so if that's how I read my medical. So if they was talking about they even giving Jesus vinegar to dehydrate him, yeah. When he asked for mayal, asked for water, what'd that tell you?
That vinegar dehydrates you.
Exactly. Vinegar dehydrates the organs. People try to lose weight, but they don't understand that. Yeah, you may be losing some weight, but you're also losing your life
your organs, yeah.
by consuming that vinegar.
Damn. Somebody said that. And I don't know if this right. I just went off what they said because I ain't really know like $100 Herbalist. They said that because my wife do a lot of studying on it. She said that they said that vinegar turn alkaline once it get into the body. So what do you know?
Vinegar acid.
Just straight acid. It tastes like acid. When you eat it,
it's acid. Listen. This is acid. You know what I'm saying? It's acid. You know, regardless of what they say it turn into, I know for a fact. That pH level is real low.
Yeah, that's damn sure. You right. That's a fact. That's a goddamn
Okay. Well, guess what then? Let's do this. Let's do this then. Okay, I get I have phenyl, right? A phenyl eye drop, right? Okay, I put that in your eye. That's straight, right?
Yeah.
Let me take that vinegar. Let me put that in your body for your eye. How
that's
that's your right there.
Then you gonna try to get that eyeball out. He gonna be going, oh shit.
That's right. That's how you. That's the lesson, right? You got to look at it with sound right.
That's reason. Right. Hey, you make a lot of.
You got to look at it for what it is.
You make a lot of sense.
Because a lot of us we say we're turning alkaline in the body, but the fact of the matter is, did we actually open our body up and look at the alkaline?
Yeah, right.
You get what I'm saying?
So alkaline after the words, neither. It burns for a while,
man. That vinegar do you dirty.
Man, I'll tell you, it had your stomach burning because my wife just made me take it. When you just take this cup out, boom,
it causes acid reflux. It causes acid reflux.
Yeah, it do. Yeah, it's
salt and vinegar chips. It's bad for you. You know what I'm saying? It's vinegar.
Yeah, salt. So salt is so when we cooking our vegan food and the salt that we use.
Okay.
We use pink Himalaya salt. Is that fine?
Right. That's what I suggest if you use salt. Okay. If you need salt, I suggest that. You know what I'm saying? You don't use too much salt if you got to use it with balancement.
Yeah.
Use it with balancement. And also you can take that pink sea salt and you can put it into the bathtub and it carries electricity. It'll shock viruses also. Yep, I talk about that pink salt a whole lot. Yep, and salt is very good. Also, say that.
Oh, go ahead, finish what you're saying.
Also, that salt, let's say that you had bad spirits, you know this already. You can burn certain sages. You can also burn rosemary. All right, you can burn rosemary, and what it would do is it'll help push out negative spirits. Because it's all about polarity. You can take that salt, that sea salt, or that pink Himalayan salt, and you can put it along the doorways. And the reason why it works is because of that iodine in it. Okay, and it's also electric. So what you're doing is you're creating an electric fence, like a dog trying to go across the electric fence. It'll shock them. It'll block the movement of a spirit. Spirits are electric. These negative spirits are electric. But when you put up a natural electric grid, all right, a positive electric grid, that negative energy won't be able to cross over there. So you're putting up electric fence. When you put salt around your home, around the windows and the doorways, that's an electric fence for negative energies, negative electricity, negative currencies not able to come in. That's the science behind that.
Yeah, we learned that in alchemical preschool. They teach us about how to make the rings and how when we're doing the alchemy to put the salt around us as protection. What's what I was gonna say? The nervous system. Now, a lot of people, because I found out a while back, man, that I was sick and I didn't even know I was sick. Like, you can feel like you're good because you've been feeling the same way for so long. Like, people can be sick for years and they don't recognize that they're sick because of the nervous system, right? The nervous system, it actually sends frequencies to the brain that says this area is in pain. And if that nervous system don't send that response, you'll never know you're in pain. So some people can be hurting and have a inflammation or somewhere in some of their parts of their body, but their nervous system has sent so many messages that didn't get read, so it just said fuck it. They already know. Good. So how do we find out where our illnesses that are in our body? Because a lot of our illnesses we don't even know they're illnesses until the body tells us.
Until you start seeing symptoms. One thing that we can do is recognize what we're doing negative already.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It's being knowledgeable about what foods we put in our body already.
That's right.
Being knowledgeable of what substances we putting in and understanding that what negative you put in you, what it does cause. You get what I'm saying? Because we don't, and a lot of people, they're walking around sick and not even really knowing they're sick. It's because it's like everybody else is sick too.
Yeah, it's right. That's what I was saying. Go ahead.
If you don't have no positive example of a healthy being around you, how you gonna know you sick?
It's fine. That's right.
You get what I'm saying? But if a person like me or you come up on the scene and we look at people, we can tell that they thought process isn't as intellectual as it should be. We can tell that their energy levels are a certain way. All right, my tone's going down. Quintarius. My tone is going off. You heard me? See, if we was on Tamaray, that tone would still be going like 24/7. But anyway, yes.
So hey, what you got that arm sound? Which one you got? What tone you got in the background?
The ohm
okay, the arm sound.
Yeah, on Tamaray, that's how it was on Tamaray. It was like,
yeah.
The whole time. And these people are so dumb. They sat up there and try to settle the master teacher, Bobby Anoon, and got the government taking him away. They so stupid, not understanding that all he did was really create a healing village.
That's right. That's right. At one time, people not might ever believe this, but one of the elders, they told me that Baba had the name Jesus playing over and over again in the pyramid.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, they say he had the name Jesus.
Okay.
Baba was a whole nother type of alchemist, man. He understood what people didn't understand. And like me, I understand what he was doing when he did that, because I understand it's the energy of the word that we put the energy to that word. So I understand that, but it's not no character. The character, it ain't no character. That's the sun in the sky. We already know it's the sun in the sky. All those rituals, those religious things is dealing with the sun in the sky, the main parts of it.
Astrology and all that.
Yeah, but that arm sound is healing, man,
Right, yep. So that's one thing that I like to play, is the ohm sound. The ohm chant is relaxing. You can manifest a lot through the power of the ohm chant. All right, I shook. Rahul Bat, everybody. Rahul Bat. Y'all got any questions? Let me know. Let me know if y'all have any type of questions. And also the power of candles. We got to know about the power of candles. All right. Shama, the candle. Pa Shama, the candle. The candle. Do understand that the candle is a very, very powerful, it's a very powerful technology that was given to us. Okay. And you have to understand the power of Lawan, the power of color. You can take a candle, a green candle, and you can light it. And what that green is a frequency of health. This is why you have green all in nature. That green candle radiates that positive health, and you can absorb that energy, that light of that candle coming into you. You have to understand that that flame, that narar, that fire is also electric, and it charges up energies around it. It consumes it. Okay, it'll consume the energy and it'll push it back out. It got to release the heat. Okay, and understand that thought waves also consist of heat. Your thought waves have heat to it. All right, thoughts have heat. But so when you're sitting up there, you got that candle lit. What's going on is, let's say you had a white candle. All right, this is the power of the white candle. I tell you the power of the green candle is healing, but let me start with the white candle. Most of y'all familiar with the white candle. You like that white candle. You know that the white, Laban white, that is the vibration of it deflects all colors. Okay, it deflects it. So it's a reflection. All right. So you're seeing white. And what that does, it pushes out. Okay, it pushes out. So you're putting your thought waves. Remember, I told you that thought waves have heat, and also thought waves consist of colors. So when you're looking at and you're thinking about that candle, you got that candle in front of you, you're thinking, you're pushing, you're projecting your thought waves, you're calling upon your most lawful, your ancestors. Understand that what you are utilizing is, this is a cell phone. You're pushing that energy to that candle. That fire, remember, I told you, it consumes energy. It pulls it in. It pulls it in, all right? And then the white candle re-releases that thought wave, okay? It pulls in, it consumes that thought wave, that heat from that thought wave, all right? And that energy, that color, it pulls it, all right? Understand that thoughts are particles. It's pulling in that thought wave, all right? And that flame is heating it up, heating it up, heating it up. And then boom, the white around it goes, the white pushes away, pushes the thought waves all into the atmosphere. That's how you can communicate. It pushes out thought waves. All right. That's the power of it. It's a cell phone. You can call beings lighting that candle. That's why when we go to those altars, we lighting candles. All right. But also that green candle, you got that green candle. Okay. You got that kadir, that green candle is releasing calming energy. The color green is calming, and you're charging it up with that flame, and it's pushing it out at an amplified rate, and you're absorbing that, and it's healing your body. This is why it's Sahin good to sit in front of a green candle. All right.
Oh yeah, I got a green candle somewhere around here. I was looking for it.
I got one right here.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Peace. It looked peaceful.
Yep, I got one lit right there. It's powerful, you know. It's real powerful. Keep away negative forces too. Yep. You got any more questions?
Oh yeah. Because we got about 33 minutes.
Okay.
So we're gonna take a. Hey, if you got any questions for Lifewave, drop them in the chat. I got a couple more questions. One. Okay. At what time should, like, okay, me, I like to eat before the sun go down so I can have my body digest the food, so really I can drop one before I go to sleep so my intestines can be empty. So what time do you recommend we eat? And I mean, what type of food and what time do you recommend we eat before in order to be good, like for your body?
Now, this is where we at. The digestive system is active at 11 a.m. Okay, this is when the digestive system is active and ready to consume foods. Okay, and then it shuts down around 11 to 11:30 p.m. nighttime.
What?
Right?
Okay.
So you have to understand the chemical composition that you're consuming. Now, if you're consuming foods with oils on it, like olive oil, let's say you eat a salad, it got some olive oil on it. Do understand that the oil takes 5 hours to digest. All right, so listen. So you got 11 o'clock, the digestive system is ready to eat, okay? And then around 11:30, it shuts down. But around 8 to 9 is when it begins to slow down, to shut down. So eating around 8 o'clock is pushing it. You get what I'm saying? That's pushing it. You know what I'm saying? But don't eat after 8 o'clock. That's pushing it.
Yeah.
And then you know, 11 o'clock, your digestive system is just getting active. So why would you go ahead and just dump it right there?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So kind of calm it down. You don't have to eat at 11 a.m. You know what I'm saying? When you wake up. So I would suggest between 12 to 6. All right, 12 to 6. And if you're eating something with oils in it, All right, like olive oils. I would suggest you eat that, you know what I'm saying, before the digestive system begin to shut down. You know what I'm saying?
Not 5 hours before, right?
You got 5 hours to digest that oil. And if your digestive system is shut down while you got that oil, it's still gonna remain in there until the morning time, cause indigestion, bloating, weight gain. You know what I'm saying? Slows down your metabolism, cause sickness. So that's the reason why a lot of people are not healing. It's because they're eating greasy foods or foods with oils, and they're eating it around 6, 7, 8 o'clock. But the body's trying to slow down, and it didn't even get to break it down. It takes 5 hours for that to happen. You know, so like you said, you got the key. You're eating the fruits, you're eating the vegetables, you're doing the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Balancement. It's all about balancement. The way you really heal is when you accept the fact that every day you're getting healthier and healthier and healthier. We have to understand that many of us was brought up on meat.
That's right.
So our bodies are made of like these different meats that we've been eating. So we got to shed all that off, and that can take time.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Let's say that a person been eating vegetables their whole life and fruits their whole life, the right fruits and right vegetables. Let's say that they did get infected by a certain virus. They'll be able to fight that off in no time.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? But a person that have all this collection, their DNA is not reorganized yet like it's supposed to. It can take a little bit more time. That's why when people come to me and they say, hey, you know, how long is it going to take? I say, look, take as much time as you need to heal. Don't rush your healing process because all of our bodies are different. You know what I'm saying? Just enjoy the fact that you are healing. So what you want to do is you want to eat with balancement, all right? And then you don't want to get too full either because it's going to make you lazy. Okay, it makes you lazy. Yeah. So you don't want to get too full. No, it's real.
People get overeat. A lot of our people in America, over here in America, we got a bad habit of overeating. And it don't matter if it's good or not. We just sit there and we're just pig out. You know what I'm saying?
It's a bad habit. Yep, you said pig out, and you gotta understand that through these days when we were suppressed, going through these different slavery days. You know, we was never slaves, but we were kidnapped. Let's just keep it like that.
Prisoners of war, goddamn.
Prisoners of war, right? Yeah. They were weird because we're not Slavic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right. The pig, they was feeding us the pig. They knew the chemistry of the pig. These were geniuses. Genius, genetics, genes.
Right.
Genes. They were suppressing us through our genes. So they gave us pork. And we was eating the pork, and we were absorbing the DNA of the pig into our body, catching the wave of the pig, which is the personality of the pig, the DNA of the pig, the acids of the pig was put into us. And you know that DNA carries personality. So we eating because we sat there, we got all this pig inside of our DNA. So we pigging out. We just keep eating and eating and eating. If you ever seen a pig, they just eat and eat and eat and eat. They'll even see their family member die right beside them and still eat.
Yeah,
that's why when we going to certain functions like funerals and things of that sort, we doing that. A lot of our family members died of overeating. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? Right after, we still eating the same thing that they died from. Pig mentality. We've been given pig mentality.
Pigment.
Pigment.
Pig
mentality.
We had pigment. Another thing too. The meat. No, my wife, she don't really eat that much meat. She like fish, but really she just laid off of that now. She don't even wear deodorant. She don't even have to wear deodorant, man, because that meat make you musty. That meat creates odors, and for your breath and for your body, meat gives off these odors. And then not only counting on that, when you put the deodorant on, they got heavy metals in the deodorant. So we had to make our own damn deodorant. We used to make our own deodorant. But could you just break down what's happening to them because of their eat meat? Like, I know some people say, this depends on your blood type. I'm O blood type. I feel like O blood type, we should be more vegan than anything. Like I believe that we omnivores, but I believe we should be more vegan because most of the things, like when I stop eating meat, I heal immediately. I know everybody, like I know people that were sick with diabetes, this and that, and they stopped eating meat in 2 weeks and they were good. 2 weeks, they was almost healed. So it's gotta be some truth to what people saying about eating meat causing disease. What is your take on that?
Especially diabetes. All right, especially diabetes. We have to understand, you know, you start mentioning diabetes, the pancreas, all right, is a regenerative organ. It regenerates. So you can restore the health of the pancreas to get rid of diabetes. I don't care what kind of diabetes you have. You know what I'm saying? So I don't care if you was born with it or acquired it. You feel me? Because it regenerates. Now, the thing about the meat, like you said, the odors, you smell, you know, whenever you see, you are what you eat. So when you're eating a meat, all right, that's a carcass. If you ever drove on or walked past a carcass on a road or drove in your car, you smell that. You get what I'm saying? You smell that. And that's how it also smells inside of your body. Because the meat is still aging inside of your body. And those gases got to come up. You're not a solid being. So your skin breathes. It literally breathes. It literally excretes air and breathes in air. So you can be literally smelling the air of the dead carcass within the being. Okay? So what this does is you have to understand also that your gut, okay? This is an altar. This is a furnace. It's heat here. All right, that solar plexus. You consume that meat, right? And you're eating that meat. A lot of people don't understand why negative stuff is happening to them. It's because as they breathe, they're breathing out this flesh, this smoke, all right, attracting negative forces. Yet, what you can do is you can consume the fruits and vegetables and the herbs, and it's like burning plants, burning sage, all right, to push out negative forces. You get what I'm saying? So you can literally, your scent is graceful. Your scent is supposed to be graceful. If you have an ungraceful scent, that's a sign of disease. And you can correct that by changing what you consume and your activities. So you got to leave the meat alone. Another thing about it is when you're walking around, you got to get around positive people who eat a certain type of way because the energy's better. Because those beings are burning plants, okay, into the atmosphere. They're burning plants. They're walking incense. If you're eating plants, you are literally a walking incense. And your smell is pleasant. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Your aura is different. It's different. You're an incense. You're very, very calming. But when you're sitting up there eating that meat, you're releasing aggressive energy. You know what I'm saying? People who eat meat are the most have been known to be the most depressed, most violent beings on the planet. I've never heard about a serial killing vegan.
Me neither. That's what I was gonna say. I ain't never heard of no. Hey, but I heard there's a lot of niggas that I heard. Oh, they say, yeah, he just went up there and shot that baker. And they say, oh yeah, but he just left McDonald's like 25 minutes ago. Eating a burger, and then this nigga just went out and killed 10 people. Like it's got to be some connection with meat and people getting angry, like mad cow disease.
Right. Mad cow disease. Die.
It's the way the way the animals are killed. They are killed in a cruel way. Most of these animals are gassed, shot in the head, electrocuted when they to be slaughtered, right? And that trauma is the energy of that trauma is passed through the meat, and then when you eat it, you embrace that trauma, and that's why we traumatize a lot because of the meat. Right. It's really crazy, man.
That's what happens to a lot of people. You know, a lot of innocent people. They're put on death row. A lot of them. If you do some research, a lot of innocent people have been locked up and put on death row. But the thing about it, like, how did I get here? How did I get here? You got to understand, like you said, that the animals. Okay, the animals have been electrocuted. Boom, there go somebody sitting in an electric chair. You know what I'm saying? We forget about the power of energy. What comes around goes around. We forgot that that's also a being. That plant is a being. That animal is a being. You know what I'm saying? And it needs to be treated a certain type of way with respect. You know what I'm saying? So like when we disrespecting nature, cutting down all the trees, that's a whole life form that you cutting down that can give you life. Somebody gonna cut you down. You walking around now, you getting cut up somewhere in Jeffrey Dahmer basement. You know what I'm saying? This happening every day. We talking about Jeffrey Dahmer, but it's plenty Jeffrey Dahmer. They out here, they in every city. There's a Jeffrey Dahmer in every city. Did you hear me? I said there's a Jeffrey Dahmer in every city.
Right. Anybody at McDonald's, goddamn it, is Jeffrey
Dahmer. Right. So check this out. You want to make sure, you know, you got to understand the power of Qadar, the power of fate. You know what I'm saying? how you do others is what's going to happen to you. We sitting up there, they injecting these chickens and injecting these cows. Next thing you know, you sitting up there, you getting injected too. You have the doctor, you getting injected too. You're like, how did I get in this situation? Dude, just like that, because you consumed the energy of something that was in that situation and you condoned it. Now you sitting up there, you on death row too. You getting lethal injection too.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying? It's deep.
I know these rich people, especially the rich so-called whites. We know they're not whites, right? That's the status. But they when I go, I used to think they eat the same thing we do. When I went around them, they don't eat the same thing we do. They mostly eat vegan. They tell us the people that it's people that own fat McDonald's and Burger King and all these disgusting restaurants, and they don't even eat it. How you own it and don't even eat it?
They eat vegan because they know a lot of them know better, and they're also energy harvesting. They're doing sacrifices. They know that these people are dying, you know what I'm saying, from eating those foods. And this is what keeps their ancestors in power, is our suffering, our sorrow. You get what I'm saying? So they sit up there feeding them these negative, feeding all the communities negative foods, but they sit up there, they know them better. And people wondering why a lot of us are being outlived by even the weaker genetic beings. Doesn't make no sense, but it does make sense when you recognize it. That's facts. Yep. Let me tell you about your feathers. Let me tell you about your feathers too. Okay. One thing about your feathers.
Go ahead.
I have a feather. I had a vulture feather though. I had a vulture feather. You remember when I first started? I had this vulture feather in my head. Man, I got so mad. Man, it blew through the window. Not on my accord though. I left it in the dash window. And somebody was driving the car and they let the window down and flew out on the highway.
Yeah.
Man, I was so angry. You know what I'm saying? For real. But anyway, I recognized the power of the feathers. It's the reason why we wore those feathers and why we wear those feathers as native indigenous beings is because the feather energy is about energy harvesting. Yeah. Okay, that feather, that's an antenna.
Yeah.
Okay, that feather is an antenna. Look at it. It's an antenna. It stick out. That's an antenna. All right. And you have to also understand that the spirit of that animal or that feather is still in there. Yeah. So let's say that I wore something like, you got to understand also what's physical is also spiritual. Yeah. So I was wearing that vulture feather, right? You know what I'm saying? This is a talisman. This is a charm. This is a gem. I was sitting up there, had that feather right up there on our head. You realize we put the feathers on our head? You ever pay attention to why we do that? We put those feathers on our head because we know that this is our antenna right here. Yeah. It's connected to our antenna. Boom, right there, directly plugged into the brain. This has electrical energy. So you're receiving the electrical energy of this animal, of this bird, into your brain. Now, you have to understand that energy harvesting, the spirit of that bird. What spirit did that bird carry? A lot of birds carry the spirit of wisdom. They're wise. They're very, very keen too. They're real sharp. And they're very, very high vibrational. So you got something very high vibrational plugged in on you. You absorb that high vibrational energy and in return it makes you high vibrational too. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we got these feathers on our bodies like that. And also the feather is very, very graceful, you know? It's very graceful. Yeah. So also you got that graceful energy on you. So you also move graceful. You know what I'm saying? You also appear graceful and calming. You know what I'm saying? So the feathers. Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you this too about the feathers.
Okay.
The birds, they use the grid of the earth to fly.
No, you're right.
And they also keep the magnetic grid balanced. So by these Caucasians shooting these birds down, they really threw off the planet. That's why there's so many tornadoes coming, because they've been killing the animals and off throwing the eco-ecology of the planet. But like I say, these feathers, they connected to the magnetic energy, to the magnetic grid of the planet. And they give us direction on which way to go in time of need. Like a birds know which way to fly because they follow the magnetic grid of the planet. They can know where to fly to be where safety is. So these, as a leader, as a guide, these feathers represent us as a guide to be able to guide our people to a safe place on the planet, like the birds using the magnetic grid of the planet, the electromagnetic grid of the planet. And also we've used feathers for judgment, as far as like the weighing of the heart, you know, with Matt, the feather of Matt, and things of that nature. And we even wore the feather on that side too. On both sides, we wore the feather. Matt had the feather and shoe. They had the one feather up, the several feather. I can show that too, that culture there too. But
Sure.
on both sides of the field with the feathers, you know what I'm saying?
Sure. That's right. You know, that's facts, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna give you, that's the young elder, everybody. I'm gonna give him a real, say that.
My bad, they got a couple questions in the chat. We got about 16 minutes.
Okay.
Because
around the last 5 minutes, I'm gonna give everybody like a quick rundown on how to just trust their body real quick. You know what I'm saying?
All right. So we got about, we'll do that in about 5-6 minutes. Okay, we'll take like 2 or 3 questions, then we'll be able to do that. All right, somebody says, Lifewave, why are they saying garlic is not good? Garlic is acidic for you.
The reason why being say that garlic is acidic, because it is acidic. You know what I'm saying? But like I told you, things isn't all about alkaline, it's not all about acids, it's about balancement. You get what I'm saying? It's all about balancement. Because they're not recognizing the balancement of garlic. Okay? And they're not recognizing the balancement of garlic. Let me tell you about this garlic. This is a real thing. Our ancient beings, all right, our ancient Muslafu ancestors created garlic. Garlic dated back thousands upon thousands of years known in history. Okay? Garlic is a very, very powerful herbal remedy that can be used with balancement. Now, here's the thing. A lot of people say, such and such, Dr. Sebi said no garlic. Garlic's acidic. Garlic does this. We understand that, you know. Dr. Sebi came to teach how Dr. Sebi came to teach. Dr. Sebi gave people balancement because everybody's diet was pure acid.
That's right.
So he started giving people the alkaline, which balanced out the acid that they was putting inside of their body. Mm-hmm. But my teacher, Bobby Anoon, also, who's Dr. York, also mentioned the power of garlic being a parasitic cleanse out of the blood. Okay? So, and I'm going to give y'all the science about this garlic too. I'm going to go in with the garlic, all right? Because I'm in touch with the original teachings that predate our lifetime. You know what I'm saying? Here on this planet, if that's what you want to call it. But the garlic, all right, this has a high concentration of folic acid in it, okay? Now, they have done studies. Let's say that they have done studies. They have did studies of people who had certain diseases such as herpes. See, I'm grateful that you asked this question. As you can see, I don't go up say, "Oh, take garlic, take garlic, take garlic." If you ask me, I'm gonna tell you what I feel. Okay, I'm gonna tell you. All right, I'm gonna tell you. But I do try to protect the people in the very best way possible. So I give them certain remedies. I do bounce around the garlic. I bounce around it. You get what I'm saying? Because I can give them an alternative. But the garlic was actually created in ancient Tamaray. All right. Our ancient scientists, such as Imhotep, utilized garlic to kill certain viruses and pests and parasites. Mm-hmm. Now, one thing about that garlic, they have also done studies that they use garlic extract, and this is laboratory information, okay? They use garlic extract, and within 30 minutes of this garlic in this solution, they call it solutions. They don't really be like, oh, we put it in blood. They don't want to tell you, but they take blood, all right, put it in an environment where the blood's still living somewhat, and then what they do is, because blood is life, all right? What they do is they took the blood, they took some garlic, and they mixed it in. And in 30 minutes, 90% of the herpes was dead. It went and ravaged all of it. Mm-hmm. The problem with the garlic is we was utilizing it too much, and it damages nerves when you use it too much. Mm-hmm. Too much garlic can make you sick. But if you recognize garlic for what it is, a medicine, and you use it as a medicine instead of just using it as food, then we took it and started using it as food. That's when it became detrimental. Okay? Just like I give people neem. I don't suggest you use neem all the time because it can be detrimental. I don't suggest a person sit up there and drink red clover all day, every day, because it can be detrimental. We have to find our respect with these plants again. We have to understand what was going on with these garlics. When we was putting together building pyramids, we used to take garlic. We used to chew garlic, and it would give you a certain type of energy. And you have more energy if you utilize garlic a certain type of way. Also, the garlic, yes, it is a parasite cleanse. But the thing is, you can take garlic and you can extract it through water, maya, tea. You can drink it as a tea, and you can flush it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us, we feel like the human body is just weak. We feel like we don't have an immune system. Your body is supposed to get rid of poisons. So whatever poisons that you put in, if you put certain herbal remedies in your body with balancement, you know what I'm saying? We can flush out the poisons, but also utilize the benefits of whatever we're using that we're supposed to use. You get what I'm coming from? Say you put some garlic in your body and your body needs it. The body's going to utilize it for what it is. You know what I'm saying? You put that garlic in your body, you'll be killing parasites. Okay? It kills the flu and everything inside the body. So right. if it does that, why do we say don't use it? But if you're trying to survive, okay, you're supposed to use that. People who are dealing with certain illnesses are trying to survive. Okay, they got stuff like HIV inside of their body. They got stuff like herpes and HPV, hepatitis, and all this in their body. This is survival mode. You go on survival mode. You don't use it too much. You sit up there, you take that extract of that garlic, and you put it inside your body. It's gonna flush it. But then guess what? Tomorrow, what you do? You sit up there, you balance it out. You drink the red clover tea. Next day, you drink some ginger tea. Next day, you drink some clove tea. You see, I told you that we got to defeat these viruses with not just one punch. You know what I'm saying? With the same punch, you got to hit them this way, hit them that way, because these viruses rest within the sensory nerves. So that means that the viruses are in the sensory nerves, so therefore it can sense what is being put inside the body if you're using it. If you're using the same thing over and over and over, it is intelligent. It senses it. It says, okay, y'all, this person's about to take elderberry again. Let's go ahead and start shifting to this part of the body and this organ that we know that this elderberry don't work in this body as much as it do. Elderberry in my body may work different in my body than it work in your body. And guess what? The viruses know your body. It starts reading your body. You know what I'm saying? So what damage did you do? You just sat there and you consumed a garlic cleanse that one day you flush yourself with it, that one day. You got the benefits off of that, right? And then you still got benefits of all the other teas that's not too dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Of dandelion, you got dandelion tea in your body, but you still kill some parasites in the process. You know what I'm saying? That's like a war. You know what I'm saying? That's like war sometimes. You ever seen when certain beings they go to war? You ever heard about the art of war? Things of these sorts. Everybody, right? Everybody they going to war. Certain beings they go to war. They even got some of their own people going to war. Mm-hmm. And guess what? It getting too bad. They're gonna still drop a bomb on the city, even though they own people in there. But guess what? The nucleus, the center of control, is still alive. And still able to progress and rebuild. Man, this is war. When you're taking these herbs inside of your body, you got to understand that this is war. And also the garlic also get rid of disagreeable beings. You can plant garlic around your windowsills to stop negative energies from coming in, around under your bed to stop nightmares, negative energies. You can put garlic if you're being messed with by demons. You can put garlic around your bed. And guess what we used to do when we went and hunted sometime? This in the ancient days when they did certain things, or they went exploring. Let's say they went exploring, they would put garlic in their mouth, and they would breathe. They would put garlic in their mouth. They'll chew it, and then what they would do is, remember I told you, your body is a furnace. They'll breathe, and that garlic will be all in the atmosphere, and it'll keep vampires away, negative energies away. Certain beings even want to get close to them because the power of garlic is so potent. They walking up and they go, they're covering their noses, making their eyes water. They don't even want to go that man way. Because of the power of that weapon, which is garlic. Garlic is a weapon created by ancient Tamarans. Okay? Egyptians, in other words, for those who don't know. It's balancement. With balancement, you will heal. The moment that you wake up and recognize that you are supposed to do your very, very best, you will heal. And here's another one that we're confused on. It's the black seed.
Yeah, black seed.
Okay. Let me talk. You heard things negative and positive about the black seed, right?
Yeah.
Well, let me give you the balancement. You see, this is what my studies is. I'm all about balancement. That's it. Balancement. When you find your balancement, you got to balance the scale. Balancement, because that's what a cure is within the balancement. Like the black seed. Do understand that the black seed have so many different types of benefits to it. But if you utilize black seeds too much, it can damage your liver because of the acidic components in it. But if you utilize it with balancement and you didn't use enough to damage the liver, what about the benefits that you put inside your body? You get what I'm saying? And then we must not also forget that Queen Nefertiti, okay, one of the most beautiful queens, pharaohs of our land, utilized black seed as a cosmetic. She was the most beautiful. And she used, they found that on her tomb as one of her cosmetics, so she did something right. Then King Tut, very, very intelligent. He was one of the youngest pharaohs we ever had, wasn't he? And he had black seed in his tomb. He was using that too.
Fact.
As a medicine with balancement. We forgot what microdosing is. We forgot what extracts are. We just sitting up there and we overusing everything. All right? We got to stop using everything, overusing everything, and use things with balancement. And when you find that balancement, that's when you heal. You eat with balancement. You drink Maya water with balancement. All right? You sit up there. You drink juice with balancement. You exercise with balancement. You go to sleep with balancement. You bathe with balancement. All right? All right? You chant with balancement. You think positive thoughts always with balancement. Everything you must do with balancement. And with the balancement, that's when you find your cure. I shook. So that's where we at. I shook. Young elder, where you at? He just disappeared. But yes, y'all, balancement. We need that balancement. And with that balancement, you're going to know something. Also, let me tell you, I was telling y'all about fibroids, okay? Fibroids, you want to watch out. Do understand that when you're at a certain vibration, right? When you're at a certain vibration, let me fix my crown. All right. Okay, when it comes to vibration, you back?
Yeah, I had to use the ritual, make it. I'm drinking a
Yeah,
lot of water.
I know. I be going in, man. But this is one of the shows. This is a show of a lifetime, right here. This is legendary.
We down to like 5 minutes left. If you
Okay.
want to drop that.
All right. Check this out.
Flush, body flush. I want to hear that one.
Okay, all right. Check this. I'm gonna give you your 5. I'm gonna end it with us. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna still go live on the Facebooks and the Instagrams though, because I'm still
streaming. That's good.
But for you, I know you be having a schedule. You got a lot of people.
I got to do 2 hours long. Now we can come back.
I know it.
2 hours will be. Yeah.
Okay, so check this. When it comes to healing your body, you want to make sure that you exercise. All right. Understand that exercising, oxygen is one of the most important components that you can utilize. You want to utilize proper breathing techniques. When you wake up, you want to go outside. All right. Especially you want to go outside and get some fresh air. Okay. You want to do that. You want to get some fresh air. You want to go beside a tree. A tree releases fresh air for you to breathe. A tree is very, very important. A tree is Hayah. A tree is life. Breathe by the tree. Also, you want to make sure you bathe. All right. You want to make sure you bathe in alkaline baths. Okay. You want to do that. You want to do that with healthy baths. You want to put some. You want to put some ginger in your bath. You want to. You can do that. You can take some pink sea salt. Put that in your bathtub. All right. Men, y'all can put oregano in your bath. All right. You can do that. Ladies, you can put roses and lemon balm in your bath. You can sit there, you can soak in that. You want to bathe, you want to soak for 45 minutes, and you get up and you shower all the gunk off, all right? Because you don't want to leave bacteria and stuff on the skin for viruses to eat. That's where a lot of breakouts come in at, is because it's still bacteria. They're not showering off properly. You want to make sure that you changing your pillowcases and also your bed sheets, because it's viruses and bacteria stored in that. And they excrete fluids. So you want to make sure you do that. You want to make sure you do as much liquid fasting as you possibly can, all right, with balancement, all right? Don't go overboard. Don't do, and all that breatharian stuff like that. We ain't got time for that right now, okay? You need to learn how to consume these liquids. When you do understand being a breatharian, that ages your cells because you're dehydrating yourself. You're aging yourself. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping 100. I've never seen a Prince Charming. You know what I'm saying? I've never seen a Prince Charming. I've never seen one of the most beautiful goddesses ever doing no breath work, breatharian, being a breatharian. Okay, come on, think about it. When you think about breatharian, you think about a dry, shriveled up type of being. Yeah. look, you need these fluids in your body, man. Stop playing. Get hydrated. Sheesh, no disrespect to those being breatharians, but sheesh, man, you aging yourself for what? Right now, you know what I'm saying? You are young and all this, you know what I'm saying? I understand you trying to do all the breatharian stuff, but get this fluids in your body. Already your air's polluted anyway, being out here on this
reptilian. We part reptilian, so we gotta have the dehydration. I mean, the water.
Right. We gotta have the water. Okay, so that's what you want to do. You want to make sure, and I never said that it's bad to be a breatharian. I just don't suggest it right now in the body that you are in. Okay, because understand that when you have different bodies, okay, ethereal bodies.
We'll see.
Right. All right. So then you want to do that. You want to eat with balancement, and it's really best to liquid fast because fast. That's how you heal the fastest. That's how you absorb this hydration, this hydrogen. Okay, hydrogen carries heat to fight disease. All right. You want to get your proper rest. Don't stay up too late if you ain't got to. You know what I'm saying? Get your proper rest. Make sure you unplug the Wi-Fi box because that's microwaving your brain, microwaving you, okay? Cooking you from the inside out and from the outside in. You want to do that. Keep your molecules balanced, all right? All right. Utilize blood cleansers such as red clover, red raspberry leaf, red reishi mushroom. Those are cleansers. Cascada sagrada. That helps cleanse the body, okay? Utilize herbs that keep the blood hot. Keep it electrical. Go outside. Make sure you exercise. You know what I'm saying? Feel the earth. Absorb the energy. And relax. Keep positive thoughts and everything's going to be okay. I should.
All right, man. We're at that mark. Man, look. I love you, Lifewave, man.
I love you too, man. I should.
Like I need you, man. You like the guy that I need to learn from, like on far as the herb, because it's a lot of stuff I know just off learning from the other herbalists. But that ain't my school just to focus on. But just off listening to you and your energy you got, you just told me a lot of stuff tonight that I didn't know as far as the
I appreciate you.
Things. So hey man, we appreciate you for coming through. I know you like I say, how do they get the 2 books that you got? Because I put your Cash App in the links. So do they Cash App you? What's the price?
Okay, so what I have is I have a link in my Instagram. It's Lifewave_IM. Make sure y'all watch out for the fake pages. Probably like 10, 12 fake pages that I know of out there of Lifewave. But watch out for the fake pages. The fake pages don't have my lives up there. You know what I'm saying? They don't have all my lives up there. And then my followers are higher on the real page. So I got a link, where they subscribe. They do a monthly subscription to my scrolls. They can read all my scrolls. I have new scrolls coming out, monthly. I have new scrolls dropping. So they can read them unlimited. They can print them out. You know what I'm saying? They can put them in book form and they can study them. So they want to go to my link in my Instagram. So I'm about to plug that back in. But also everybody right now, y'all need to go to my Instagram link and subscribe to the Young Elders channel because your link is up there right now in my bio Instagram. But y'all, that's what y'all do.
Hey, how do they get your herbs too? Because a lot of people, man, I have thousands of people asking me, how do I get Lifewave herbs? And I give them your Facebook and your Instagram, but I don't know what else to send them for
the lucky, not the lucky, but the ones who can get me, they get the herbs. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, right now, I'm not taking orders for herbs. You know what I'm saying? I got to get all the other orders out. Tomorrow, they're going to see, I'm going to be showing people that I'm shipping the herbs. Being in a community that we're in, people don't trust Black men like that. I'm just use the simple terms. So I gotta catch up on orders. I want to show them that they stuff is coming, send out the tracking numbers and stuff like that. I ship thousands upon thousands of boxes of herbs already, but I still get the reputation of, you scamming because you had to wait.
Because it takes you one man doing all these damn shit.
Look, nobody touched my herbs. Like nobody touched them. When I'm making my concoctions, it's my own 2 hands. I don't put enough herbs out there to heal cities and whole populations of cities. I don't ship enough herbs to do that. Populations of small cities. I could have fed whole cities with the amount of herbs I pushed out with my 2 hands. So it's coming from my 2 hands. But here's the thing, you know what I'm saying? I project, I do my best to get it out as fast as possible, but it does take a long time sometimes to get these remedies because you ain't growing trees overnight.
Yeah, that's right.
But I do my best. So I don't have a site. You know what I'm saying? If they can reach me and talk to me, I'll give it to you. You know what I'm saying? I'll get it to you as soon as possible, to the very best of my ability. So it's like, you got to catch me. You know what I'm
Just
saying? You
like
gotta catch
message you, stay on your body, then stay up with
yeah,
you.
yeah, something like that. I see it, or
Yeah.
catch me in your city.
Yeah.
I go traveling. I go to New York. All that. I'm going to Chicago. I'm going to LA. And I think it's March. I'm going to LA in March. I'm about to jump over in LA. You know what I'm saying? You know about
that's gonna
LA.
be big. That's gonna be
Yeah,
big.
but you know LA going on the water.
Yeah, yeah, that
Yeah.
San Andreas.
Yeah, yeah. It's all that is going on the water soon. The whole
Yeah.
state. So
Yeah.
I'm about to go. I'm not going by myself though. I'm going to go with Hazel. You know what I'm saying? He's another herbalist. Kid Hazel. SG Kid Hazel. He's a herbalist. He's a herbalist. But I'm also going with Amos too. You know what I'm saying? That's Baba Anoon's youngest flesh son. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go with him.
Yeah. Hey, look, I'm shout out Ogmos, brother, because I just now found out, man. I actually met that brother at your event, and I when I seen him, I said, man, that dude that look like Malachi, but I didn't put it together that he was Malachi's son until I watched another video where they said Malachi's son. And then I started looking at him. I looked at his lips, his bottom and top lip. I said, "Oh yeah, this nigga, that's Baba's son." Because I can look at his lips and tell he got the same lips as Baba.
Yeah, that's
his youngest
like
son. Him. Just like he really looked like him.
Yeah, he's real like articulate. He's real articulate. So he's going with me over there. So you know, hopefully that nature, nothing happened when we over there. So I'm like, shoot, if I go over there, I know. You know what I'm saying? But me and you go over there.
You got that energy with you, man.
Right. So I'm bringing more positive energy just to keep the ground afloat. You know what I'm saying? So we're going over there and we're going to give everybody the lessons. You know, we're going with Brother Truth, give everybody the lessons on these herbs, and we're going to LA in March.
Oh, that's gonna be lit, man.
Yep.
All right, man. Hey, Lifewave finna still be going live on this Instagram and his Facebook. So if you want to keep continue the show, just go to his Facebook of Instagram. We're gonna have it all in the links, and we're gonna also have the brother Cash App if you want to show him some love and get in touch with him about the herbs and stuff. So man, we about to get out, man. This was a good one. We're gonna have to probably do a part 2 on this one because I didn't get a chance to get off all the stuff you wanted to get off.
No, I got I only touched 4 subjects.
That's what I'm saying. I know you got more to talk about.
A whole page of this stuff.
Later, like next week or something when you free again.
Sure.
Okay. So we're about to get up out of here, man. I'm about to go to sleep though.
All right, man. Why do, man? Why do?
Shug, divine love throughout the boundless universe. We love you, Lifewave. Keep on
doing, man. Love y'all too.
Much respect to the gods. Islam, peace, Shug, divine love throughout the boundless universe to all.